Hey Lauren, how you doing? This is Ashley. This is a video that I was talking with you about. I, of course, don't want to waste either of our time, so I will keep this nice and short. So, when you are finished watching this, just reach out. I can answer any questions you have. I'd love to get some feedback on this video, if you don't mind, of course. And we can just kind of take it from there. So, what I plan on doing in this video is just going over your current website, showing you what's working for you, showing you what can be improved to overall work for you a little bit better. Have you look like more of an authority, have you look a little bit more professional in the eyes of your competitors as well as Google. And of course, in doing all of that, it brings in more business. Now, I know you said you are not really trying to get more business right now, and that's fine, but it's still really important to do all of this stuff, if not for your current clients, but for your future clients, because you're booked as of right now. So next thing I want to go over, when it comes to having a website, it's all about how user-friendly that site is, how easy that site is to use, and to be able to cater to different types of people. So what I mean when I say that is when somebody comes to your site, they're not going to want to have to scroll and read and click just to figure out what services you offer, let alone what areas you offer those services in. So in all of our websites, and what we call the header, which is right up here, we have a services tab, which is great. Now, what I would recommend, just to make this a little bit more user-friendly, a little bit more professional looking, is to have this services tab be a drop-down menu where it shows all the different services that you have to offer. Now, I'm going to assume that you only have the one location in Greenville, but something like that can be advertised right from the start of your site. That way they know when they come to your site that that is where you're at. Have a little location symbol with, maybe even the exact location of the wax room, whatever the case may be. It's just to make it that much easier on people coming to your site. So the next thing I want to go over is different ways that people want to get a hold of you. So some people, they come to your site and they're just wanting to talk on the phone. Other people, they want to come to your site and they want to fill out a form submit because they don't want to talk on the phone. It might be late, they might be at work, whatever the case may be. So what we find in high-ranking websites, we find that having a click-to-call phone number somewhere up here at the start of your website and having a form submit option, again, somewhere up here at the start of your website without them having to scroll, it makes your site that much more user-friendly. Both of those options, the click-to-call and form submit, are both great for client conversions, but like I said, they both cater to different types of people. So some people are coming to talk on the phone, other people, they're coming to fill out a form submit, and as of right now, you're missing out on both of that business because you have neither. So I would definitely suggest having both of those integrated into your website. The next thing I want to go over is your content. So when I talk about content, I'm not talking about just any old written content. I'm talking about professionally written, keyword-rich, authoritative content. So what I mean when I say that is, as I'm looking through on your website, I see that you have a little bit of content on your page, but it does not look to be like it's authoritative. I don't see any keywords throughout it. So what we would want to do if we were to start working together, we'd go do competitive keyword research. Based on that research, we'd find the keywords that we know are going to bring you and your business more business. We send those keywords out to our professional content writers, and what they do is they strategically embed those keywords throughout the content that they're writing about you, about your amazing services that you have to offer, so on and so forth. And I'll show you those keywords here in a little bit. Those keywords are so very important because they're what people are typing in Google to find you for your services. And again, I know you said you're not really looking to be getting any more business right now, but again, that is just right now. You're booked as of right now. That does not mean, of course you know this, but that does not mean in the future. So in order to be considered an authority in the eyes of Google, you need at least 1,500 to 2,000 words. And that's of professionally written, keyword-rich, authoritative content. So what that means is if we were to start working together, we would go and do competitive keyword research. Based on that research, we'd find the keywords that we know are going to bring you and your company more business. We take those keywords, send them out to our professional content writers, and what they do is they strategically embed those keywords throughout the content that they're writing about you, about the amazing services that you have to offer, and so on and so forth. Now, those keywords are so very important because they're what people are typing in Google to find you. Now, if you don't have those keywords in your content, like as of right now, how is anybody supposed to find you? I am taking it that you're getting a lot of your business from word of mouth by people who already know about you, so on and so forth. I'm going to take a look at that here in a little bit, but there is so much business that you could be getting just based on your website alone if we were to get it to where it needs to be. Now, again, not only your website is the way to go, but social media is a great way to go, and making sure that you're posting on your social media and having engaging ads, and ads that, you know, people are like, oh wow, you know what, I could go and use this. But scrolling through at the rest of your website and looking at your content, I can tell, like I said earlier, that you're not at a word marking to be considered an authority. So what we'd need to do is get that content on your homepage here and beat out your competition. Now, let's say your competition has 1,700 words of content. We now need to go get more content than them because we need to beat them out. So speaking of your competition, I did a general search in the area, and these guys from the organic section are one of your competitors. Now, granted, you have many different competitors all throughout, you know, Google, but this is just one of your competitors. This is to give you an idea of what type of business is out there, the services that we have to offer, and just give you an idea of where you're at. So these are your competitors. I'm going to show you how to beat them. If we look at their site, we can tell that it's I don't know, there's something odd about this site. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know if it's just a little outdated, but in this case, I should say, looks don't matter because they're currently outranking you guys. And you guys, in my opinion, have a better looking site than them. They have a drop down menu with all the different services that they have. They have their contact us, you know, they click to call phone number, all their different locations, services, and they obviously have more content than you guys, because that's one of the reasons they're currently outranking you. So the thing with these guys, though, looking through their site, they're not considered an authority themselves. So once we go and we do what we need to do as far as your site goes, we'll be beating these guys out, and I'm not worried about that at all. Now, to come back here, I just want to break down Google for you, as it's broken down into 3 different sections. So the first section that we usually see in Google are the ads. Now, they're not there right now, whether that's because your area is not offering them or the service industry that you're in is not offering them. I'm not sure. And if that's something that you were interested in running, we would obviously look into that for you and see if your area offers it, if your service industry offers it, and if you're actually going to benefit from them, because we do not want you losing or wasting money. We want you making money. Now, this next section that I'm going to go over is called the Google My Business section. And to get ranked in this area, it requires a few different things, and I'm going to go over them by explaining it with your own Google My Business listing. So the current listing that you have, it takes a lot to get in this area. So one of them is citations, which is your business name, address, and phone number listed across the web in different directories like Yelp, Angie's List, so on and so forth. But it also takes reviews and posting on your GMB listing weekly, which I don't see any posts on here. It takes consistently adding pictures on here and geotagging them, which you haven't had a picture uploaded in over a year. Making sure all of your services are all filled out, and this is professionally and properly filled out to a T. There's a lot that goes into this area, but it's very important because just like with your website, how some people come and do this and that and the third, same thing with Google. Some people are coming to go to the ads, other people are coming to go to the Google My Business, and other people are strictly coming to go to the organic. So as of right now, you're not showing up in this section, so now you're missing out on all of the business that comes to this area and this area alone. So to get you in this site, we want to go and find out all the citations these guys have themselves in, go list you in all of those on top of 200 to 300 more. Whatever your competitors had to do, we have to do the same exact thing and then some, because we want to beat them out. Now, scrolling on down to this last section of Google, this is the organic section. It directly deals with your website. What it takes to get ranked in this area is having the most relevant backlinks for the most effectiveness. So as I scroll, you don't see your website on here. So we want to make sure that you're on this first page of Google. Now, the more times that you show up throughout this first page, even if you have multiple spots taken up, that's great because you have the chance to be chosen and picked, that much more over rather than just having one spot here, one spot there. So to get ranked in this area, it takes having the most relevant backlinks for the most effectiveness. Now, I'm going to show you how to beat these guys. So how we do that is we come to a paid resource I pay monthly for, and we're currently looking at your stats. Now, your UR is how trustworthy or legit Google looks at your site. This number goes all the way up to a 100, and yours is not even at a point yet, which tells me Google does not look at you as a legit business. It does not look at you as trustworthy for whatever reason. Not having enough content is definitely one of those. Now, you have 24 backlinks, but the rating of those is a 0, which tells me the backlinks that you have are spammy, they're not relevant, and honestly, they could be hurting your rankings. That's why I said earlier, we want the most relevant backlinks for the most effectiveness. Now, you're getting 136 people to your site per month. I'm not saying you're not getting business. Of course, you're getting business, but what I'm saying is, one, you're not getting nowhere near what you could be getting to your site, and two, this is about really cleaning up your website and getting your website to where it needs to be and having a professional looking site. That way when somebody is interested in you, they have a nice place to come to. Don't get me wrong, I do like the idea of your website. I can just see something really, really cool coming out of this. Now, to come over to your competitor that I was showing you earlier, you can see their UR, their DR is a lot higher than what you currently have, and look at the traffic that they're getting. This is just one guy alone. They're getting over 220 people to their website per month. Mind you, again, this is a per month number. Now, to show you one more of your competitors, because that's not just one of your competitors, you have multiple competitors all throughout Google like I was talking about earlier. These are another one of your competitors, and that's what they're getting. Again, they don't have powerful websites, so to beat these guys is not going to be hard. Literally, in order to get you in these spots that these guys are in, and Google and everywhere else, it just takes you wanting to take your business to the next level in order to get you there, because we take care of the rest. I want to show you one of our websites that recently was finalized. Of course, this has nothing to do with you and your service industry that you're in. It's just to give you an idea of the work that we do and how our websites are structured. So we have the click to call phone number right up at the start, the form submission again right from the start, services and drop down menus. He has one set location. We have all of the different keywords strategically placed throughout the content in order to be considered an authority, and so we don't get flagged for keyword stuffing. And when somebody types in these keywords, our guy shows up. Our websites are built down to the platform that they are built on, and it's built correctly. I mean, from what they are built on. You do it once, you never have to do it again. You just continuously add to it, change out pictures as you and your business grows. Just keep on scrolling through here to show you the rest. H1, H2, H3 headings, all done, saved correctly. The pictures are saved correctly. Everything is just absolutely beautiful, customized and catered to the business owner. And yeah, that's really all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Reach out. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you have any questions at all, just let me know. All right. Thanks, Lauren. Bye-bye.